throwing TDs. Opposition think they gon' win, well, we gon' see. People say there ain't no I in team, but if we go there at it.
What up, what up, what up? Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome back to another Laced Up Live Monday. Here, I'm your girl, Lacey, a.k.a. Laced Up, here with Coach Dub, a.k.a. Coach Charlie Williams. How you doing over there? Over here?
I'm good. What's up, man? I'm looking for some info. What we gonna talk about tonight, yo?
I know. That's what we got a lot of fun topics on the schedule tonight. So how's your day been though? How's Monday going? Let's not jump in so quick. Like let's
Monday. Mondays are fun. Mondays are fun.
Are you telling me or are you telling yourself? Which one is that?
I think I'm convincing myself. Honestly,
I was like, which one is it? Because I don't.
It was a good Monday. Yeah, start the week off right, that type of thing. No complaints. Let's get it.
There you go.
That's how you gotta approach it, huh?
What?
So that's how you gotta approach it.
Yeah, for sure. There you go. I did have a video we did have a video go live over on Locked On Longhorns this morning. So please go look at it. Please let us know what you think about it in the comments. Subscribe over at Locked On Longhorns, where Jonathan and I go live, or not live, but we put a video out every single day of the week. So you have content every single day over there on Locked On Longhorns. So please go show us some love over there. We would greatly appreciate that. Coach Dub, where else could they find you?
Y'all always find your boy. I just recently got on Instagram here, and I noticed a lot of recruits and a lot of things over there. But it's always the same tag everywhere from Twitter to Instagram. It's Coach Williams II. You can find me, Coach Dub. I'm always somewhere on social media, and then you can always find me at Inside Texas. It's getting real juicy. It's getting real. Hey, look, it's a lot of good things going on. We're 2 weeks away. We're writing about a lot of good stuff. Yeah, check us out.
There you go. Make sure you go subscribe to Inside Texas over to get all of Coach Dub's information and everything that he knows, all of his big brains and everything that he got over there. So make sure you go check him out over at Inside Texas. And like I said, please check me out over at Locked On Longhorns, where we we put a video out every single day of the week. Greatly appreciated. We really appreciate you coming here every single Monday. Thank you so much. Thank you. We really appreciate it every single week. We're so excited for the football season coming up, a couple weeks away. So we're really about to start getting into the nitty-gritty of things. And I'm pumped, man. I'm kind of stuck because I'm stuck in between feeling like, how the hell is it already almost September, to feeling like I haven't had my fix of football in a good minute, which I haven't. So I'm stuck in the middle of how are we already here and being like, I need it.
It goes by quick. Next thing you know, it's like, I think it helps because you got all the recruiting. Then you got spring football. I think it kind of helps. Then you got the NFL draft. You got so much going that it helps.
Yeah.
Then you're at beef. Well, maybe not you, but you're at it with other fan bases on social media every day. So it never really goes away, right? You're talking about something.
See, I used to be that's the thing, is that's how I kind of started on social media. I kind of started my social media game over on Twitter and everything like that. I kind of started it as not a troll, but I talk my shit. That's how I ended up gaining my little bit of following. That's how I ended up making friends online and everything like that. And starting up this podcast was by talking shit. So that was me. That used to be me. It's just, it's exhausting. I don't see how there are some people that can just go and go and go and go and go. And I'm telling you, I used to be like that. I know people would get irritated with how many times they would see threads of me just keeping it going. I get it. But it's just they're exhausting. It's exhausting to go back and forth. And then you start getting actually irritated about something that's happening online, and you're like, this is stupid. This is not a real place. This is not real. What are we doing?
Real.
It's not a real place. So it just doesn't make any sense.
Nah.
I mean,
Right.
physically, it's a real place. Like it's its own
No, I know
real
what you mean,
universe. But
sometimes you got to swipe up and close the app and just get off for a few hours. It's actually best that
therapeutic. It's a little cathartic to do that every once in a while. Just take a big old social media break. Just kind of unplug and get rid of everything for a minute. You know, it's always good to do that, but not for us anymore because we're headed into football season. So we are getting into our prime time, baby. So I'm so excited. Coach Dub, what are you most looking forward to this upcoming season? Like what are you most excited about?
I'm excited about everything. It's football season. Like, what can you not be excited about? Like, I'm excited about special teams. I'm looking forward to somebody going down on kickoff, knocking somebody out. I'm looking forward to all the trash talk. I'm looking forward to college game day on Saturday mornings, which I missed that. I got to watch it some last year.
Yeah,
but it's so different when you're in it. You only care about your game.
Yeah.
But man, I'm just ready for it's just the atmosphere. It's just in the atmosphere. It's in the air. Like it's football season. Like I want to go run into somebody now and get my shoulder. You know what I mean? Like it's that. That's something.
You're like, I'm just ready to run through a brick wall. Like you're just ready to go.
Straight up.
Well, starting on that note, let's go ahead and hop into some scrimmage talks because we had a scrimmage this past weekend. We've got another scrimmage this upcoming week. So final scrimmage this upcoming week, I believe, correct?
Yeah, 2 more.
2 more. Sorry. Ignore me. Don't listen to me. Sorry, guys. But yeah, so couple more scrimmages to look forward to. Obviously, some to hold your breath on too, because we've had some unfortunate injuries at the position. We haven't really talked about much on the show.
Yeah.
Obviously, CJ Baxter, running back 1, goes down a couple weeks ago, and then the following week, you have a little bit of a depth piece go down in freshman Christian Clark. Which Christian Clark was one that I was really, really excited to see this upcoming season. I was excited to see what how Sark was able to utilize him with him being so young.
Yeah.
But I just love his athletic abilities. I love his traits. I love his physical traits. I'm really, really excited to see what he's able to do on the field. But unfortunately, that's just gonna have to wait another year.
Yeah.
I've been really, really high on Christian Clark, so I'm really, really upset about that one. But what were your thoughts whenever because losing CJ Baxter sucks in and of itself, but then you lose, Christian Clark on top of it, and then you're starting to look really, really thin at the position. So where's your head at? What was your gut reaction after that happened?
Yeah, like losing Baxter hurt for me. It's like, man, because I was ready to see him really come into his own. Like I felt like he's about to have a really, really breakout season. Year 2, I think he figured out the game, maybe slowed down for him, and then he has an unfortunate injury. It's like, dang, man. Because, everybody's different, right? You hope that he heals and comes back just as strong and good as he was. But I guess you never really know. So it's sickening because I don't want to see anybody get hurt. And then the young buck, Christian Clark, gets hurt. I was like, man, I really like the kid. I thought maybe he wasn't going to play this year. But when Baxter went down, all bets were off, right? So everybody has a chance that he goes down. It's like, okay, we're down 3 backs. Really?
You're down to 3 scholarship backs.
It's like, okay, we got the walk on. Then they got to move pieces around. It's like, okay.
Which, I mean, we've heard good things about Colin Page out of camp and everything, but I mean, it's not CJ Baxter. It's not a Christian Clark. It's not necessarily the same thing. So it's encouraging to hear those things, especially when you do have injuries happening at the position. But at the same time, because injuries are happening at the position, it's also very, very difficult to just sit here and act like that's just going to suffice, act like that's just going to make up for losing your running back 1 and an adequate depth piece because Christian Clark, once CJ went down, like you said, it was kind of an all bets off type of thing where once he went down, there was a good possibility that Christian could see some significant touches in some pretty good games. So, I mean, it obviously just really, really shitty situation, but you know what? Just like our friend here says, what doesn't kill me only makes me stronger. So Luckily, as unfortunate as it is, you hate to see it for those guys, but they are young. You know, CJ going into year 2, Christian Clark coming into his first year, only been on campus a few months. So as much as you hate to see it happening, I am thankful that they are younger guys. It's not any of the guys, like as of right now, we're still, you know, what was that? I know that's what I caught myself.
Yeah.
I know where I'm headed with that.
Yeah, I get it, but no, I mean, look, I'm a big believer. I bought stock in Jaden Blue. I think he has a chance to be really, really special.
Yeah.
I think I like Trey Wise. I did a film breakdown of him last week on Wise and just what he brings to the table. So Texas fans go see. They should really go check it out. It's on YouTube on Inside Texas page. Go look at. I broke down him. So I think he has a chance to be really, really good. And then we get to see Jared Gibson, the kid out of IMG. Let's see what he can do. Like, you know, you're going to get your opportunity. Let's see what you can do. Did they do Ryan Niblett back there who maybe can be used like a Keelan Robinson? Right? If he's not getting many reps at receiver, well, we know he can catch. I mean, throw him in a game, see what he can do at the backfield. So we'll see. It depends on how fast he catches onto the playbook from running back's perspective, but yeah.
Well, and we've also heard some really good things about Juan Davis, you know, hitting that running back position as well, you know, so like.
I think he's more in his typical role. I don't think he would get carries, but more of a lead blocker. Like, he really can lead. And he can catch out the backfield like a Niblett. I think you know, he played a little quarterback in high school, so he's used to carrying the ball. So I think having him back there just gives another experienced player.
Yeah. Any truth to Ryan Niblett changing positions from wide receiver to running back? What does he even weigh now?
I know in the spring he weighed 185, but it's the summer in Texas. He's lost weight like everybody has because it's hot and they have to move all day. Now, you try to maintain weight, that's a thing, but I'm sure he's best. I give him maybe 180, 182.
Yeah.
As far as full time, no, he'll probably be someone's because they're looking in a portal for a running back right now. So the long term plan is not to have Niblett if you're looking for a guy. You're looking for a running back because Niblett doesn't know the plays. They're trying to teach him on the fly. He doesn't have time to learn it and be up to speed. So I think he'll be there for now to help relieve some carries, especially in fall practice. But then in season, I really don't see him. He probably stay in the running back room for a little bit. But yeah, if they get a guy from the portal, which they're thinking about doing, he'll move back to the receiver room.
Well, especially since, you know, Sark's offense goes through the running back room. You know, like Sark is going to depend on a lot on those guys for his offense, whether I know we want to see him pass it more and everything like that, and I hope we see him pass it a little bit more just because of our issues at the running back position, but he wants to run the football. That's what Sark has always said he wanted to do. He's never not had 1,000-yard back. You know, that could definitely be in jeopardy this upcoming season. You know, like, I don't know.
It may be a collective, maybe run back committee, but I think Blue can handle it. If people remember a few years ago, Tom Herman brought in a guy by the name of Trey Watson. He was a graduate transfer before the portal was really a thing.
Yeah.
Brought him in fall camp and ended up being the starter. So, like, when you're an older veteran running back in, which I know they're in contact with a few guys who actually has experience playing and good experience too. Like the guy from Oregon State, I forgot his name, but he wasn't the starter at Oregon State. He was the backup, but he got significant carries because all they did at Oregon State is run the football, and he's ready to solid Bolden. So you never know. He may be here, and he's a hard-nosed runner that Short Choice would love. So we got a guy from UCF and two more guys. So I don't think, like I said, going back to the original question, no, the plan is not to keep Niblett there for long term because they're looking for a running back now. So yeah.
Makes a lot of sense. Any good? Oh, well, we just kind of went through that a little bit. Sorry. The swing passes flats to the running backs are considered part of the running game in Sark's offense. Yeah, he considers that an extension of Sark's offense. So it's definitely an extension of the running game. And it's like he will definitely, like, Sark does like to utilize the passing game in the running attack as well, you know, like. So I definitely see that happening a lot, you know, especially with Jaden Blue's speed. I definitely could see that being a big part of the game as well. In regards to that, but I don't know. For me, it's more so just about show me. You know, we've got a lot of talent in the room. I know we've talked about how we're a little bit thin depth wise, but at this point, but I mean, that's to be expected whenever you have two, you have two players go down within a week of each other, both out for the season, so that's gonna happen. Like what else can you, like, you can't plan for something like that as much as you try to. That this is an unprecedented circumstance where you have to ride the wave and do what you got to do. And like I said, we've heard about them trying to move around some movable pieces internally, but then obviously Coach Dub just kind of gave you a little rundown of a few different guys or a few different places they might be looking to bring in somebody. So, which that can't hurt. Right. Like, that can't hurt. And I think that's the most important thing for people to remember, is that no matter who they bring in or when they bring them in, it's never going to be a detriment. It's not going to hurt. It's not going to be a problem in that running back room.
Exactly. Agreed.
Because like we said, it's shit happens. Like, it's unfortunate and it sucks, but you can only plan for so much. You don't really plan for this type of stuff to happen. So it sucks. And I do wish both of those guys very, very speedy recoveries, and hope they come back even better, faster, stronger, bigger, meaner, tougher, all of the above, everything. All of the above. Let that injury piss you off. Like, let it piss you off and get that chip on your shoulder, ready to come back strong, come back even better. So I'm excited to see what those guys are able to do. And you know what? If anything, it just makes me more excited for next year too.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. We got some guys. We got some talent. So yeah.
Because I mean, at this point, for sure. Like, I mean, both of them are going to come back. Like, I mean, obviously, like, unless a portal happens, but with them being hurt and everything, I don't see that being an issue. But either way, in the grand scheme of things, perfect world, we're expecting them back next season. So it's definitely going to be very, very exciting to see that running back room next year. I'm really excited. I don't know about you.
No, I am too. I'm really excited too.
Is Barron going to start at corner and Gilbo at star? I think this is a very, very good question. We've heard a lot about Jalen Gilbo throughout fall camp. He's really kind of, I mean, we didn't really hear much about him in the spring. I mean, we heard little spurts, but he's really kind of, I don't know if he's really come on in the fall camp, like he's really come on in fall, or if he's just really showing out, or what's going on. But I really like what we're hearing about Jalen Gilbo. But what do you think? Where are you at with this question?
I think Barron may end up starting at corner. I feel good about him starting at corner and Gilbo at the star. I think maybe the staff feels better with Barron starting at corner, him opposite of Manny. And then you trust Gilbo at the star because he played there as a freshman, right? So they know what he can kind of do if he's thrown into the fire. So I mean, I know he's rededicated himself body-wise, like mental-wise. So Gilbo's been very consistent in fall camp where he plays. He's got kind of the energy, the swagger about him that he had as a freshman. So I think,
and that's what we've been waiting for from him. We've been waiting for freshman Jalen to come back.
I think mentally you just got to get over, I don't know, maybe the knee. Like, he's probably out there thinking about injuring himself versus now he's confident in the knee and everything else. So. I don't know, man. We'll see. I think Gilbo will start and Barron will start at corner. Yeah,
Holding you to the fire. We're going to hold you to the fire, Coach. Give us the real notes on the recent scrimmage, good or bad. Let's go through it.
I'm going to break the scrimmage down. For people
break it down.
For people who think like it's an actual scrimmage where they just – like it's a red and white game. Well, not red and white, but orange and white. Sorry. Red and white. I'm thinking about my high school days.
You ain't at UNLV anymore, Coach. Hate to break it to you.
I know. Like orange and white, it's not like that. Like a scrimmage is scripted in parts. Like they may have 10 plays in the red zone. They may have 10 plays on the goal line. They may have 20 plays open field. It may be work third down situations, right? So it's 3rd and 5, 3rd and whatever. So it's not like a scrimmage where they're just letting them go.
Yeah.
So when you see things about the defense look really good today and the offense look really good, like, man, you talked about earlier, how can both things be true?
Yeah, because that was what
deep balls today.
Yeah.
The situation during the scrimmage was. It wasn't like a script where all the coaches off the field go play. It's not like a real game situation. So I think people need to understand what a scrimmage in college practice actually looks like. It's not just let them go and be like a real game situation. You're not going to have any deep balls completed on you if you're working in red zone mostly during the scrimmage.
Yeah.
Or goal line.
Yeah.
Duh. You know what I mean? You may
Yeah.
have something in the open field. On third down situations, you're working on getting the first down and maybe you're trying to score, but your goal is to get the first down on third down.
Yeah.
But like, yeah. Or maybe inside run. Well,
Yeah.
we're going to run nothing but run plays here. Even though it's a scrimmage, it's all inside run. So it's like, come on. So the defense knows what's coming, offense knows what they expect, but they call it a scrimmage. It's not like practice. So yeah, I mean.
Well, and kind of going back to what you were saying a minute ago. Those are the exact notes that I had, you know, and it's funny because my co-host over at Locked On Longhorns, Jonathan, had the exact same note where it's like, you know, we're reading through the scrimmage notes and everything like that, and in multiple different situations, you have someone talking about, you know, Quinn is, you know, he was much more pinpoint. He was doing this, he was doing that. He was more accurate. He was more dialed in, X, Y, and Z. But then you're also getting reports that, who had an interception? Somebody had there were like two interceptions.
Black and Wardell Mack had one.
Yeah. See, there were like 2 interceptions, you know, so like.
Yeah. Like it's so funny. I read a report. We didn't give up any deep balls, but it says Quinn connected with Sauce Bowden for a 40-yard pass, and he got tackled to go. I'm like, okay, so like really?
Yeah.
Come on now. Yeah.
Well, and that's the kind of confusing part about it, right? Is like, obviously with like sports media and everything like that, you want to convey a good message to your audience, especially whenever you're talking about a team and everything like that, which is completely understandable. It makes sense why you try to phrase things a certain way. But for those that, you know, read through it and have those critical thinking skills to actually understand that, like, both of those things cannot be true at the same time. Like, both of those things can be true, just not at the exact same time, which is what was kind of happening. And it was very, very confusing to kind of read through, because it's like, well, what do we expect? Like, what are we supposed to expect going into this upcoming season? Because those are the types of messages that we're getting, you know?
True. Now, I will say this, scrimmage number 3, the one's coming up, it's going to be more of a game prep situation. So offense and defense they're going to go at it. Coach is going to have headsets on. They're going to scheme up versus each other. Now let's see. You read about good reports on this one. The guys are out there making plays, executing, but the offense doesn't know what the defense is doing. Defense doesn't know what the offense is doing. You're guessing. So it's more of a game-like situation. And so this scrimmage report, I'm big excited to see what names we hear who really make plays in a real game type of situation, right? You know what I mean? Because in this situation, the offense knows what the defense is doing. Defense knows what the offense is doing.
Yeah. So
it's like, okay. So now I'm excited about scrimmage number 3, though.
I think it'll be really, really good. I think it'll be good for everybody, for players, for offense, defense, coaching, whoever the case may be, and for the fans, you know, to kind of clear up some confusion, because like, obviously we're going into the SEC with confidence and with momentum, and we feel good about us, and we're having all of these national media members and everything sitting here talking us up and drinking our Kool-Aid and all this other stuff. So it's very, very, very easy to fall victim to that rat poison, as Sark likes to say, you know, like, it's very, very easy to fall victim to that kind of stuff, and, you know, not really think or talk about, you know, some of the possible deficiencies that we could be facing this upcoming season, you know? So it's very easy to put those blinders on, but I don't know. It was very confusing, and I didn't know how to feel about it at the time, because like I said, it's just, which it is. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's so nice hearing all these national media members just sit and praise us for what we did last season and how hard Steve Sarkisian has worked to build up this program and how much momentum we're headed into the SEC with. Like, all of that stuff is so dope and so nice to hear. But like, it's not all sunshine and rainbows as much as we want to sit here and say that it is. And don't get me wrong, like, we're a good team. Like, we are not sitting here saying that Texas fans should have anything to worry about headed into the season. What we are saying is that we're not perfect. We're not perfect. And we have our own deficiencies just like everybody else in the country. We have question marks. And those are the things that we like to address. Those are the things that we like to talk about. And we are one of those channels that is going to keep it real. We like to keep it real. We keep it real on this channel. We talk about things that kind of low key probably gag some people a little bit. They're kind of like, yikes. But you know what? Like, that's what I want. That's what I want to be known for. It's what I want people to know us for, is that we are going to come on here and give it to you straight. Whether, and the thing is whether we're right or wrong is besides the point. You know, we're going to give you our true and honest feelings, whether we're right or wrong about it. And I think that's the most important part, is we're here to provide the entertainment to y'all. Like, we love having y'all sit in and interact with us during these conversations and everything like that. But at the end of the day, that's what these are. These are conversations, and these are opinions. These are opinions based off of facts or statistics or whatever the case may be. So none of this is ever meant to diss or dog anybody. But at the same time, we don't want to be known as the Sunshine Pumpers that go live every Monday.
Sunshine Pumpers.
We don't. Like,
I agree.
Well, because don't get me wrong, I love my horns. I'm a diehard Longhorn fan. And there have been some times that I'm sitting here like, dang, like, you're going real hard on us right now. And I want to, like, kind of crawl into a hole a little bit. Like, there have been a couple times that I'm like, yikes. But at the same time, it's authentic. It's real. It's how we truly feel. Ooh, that was a bar. That rhymed. But, yeah. I don't think you can always be right because I'm always right, but that's actually besides the point. So, anyway.
True, Victor. Some folks can't handle the truth, and we know.
That is very, very, very much true. Very, very, very much true. But yeah, so offensively, we kind of talked a little bit about what we can expect from the running back room, and we've heard a little bit about the pinpoint dialed in Quinn Ewers that we saw on Saturday, which looked a little bit better than what we saw the scrimmage before. But it was one of those things where we're sitting here talking about how he had a better scrimmage, but then in the same sentence, we're also talking about how we're not tackling outside the box. You know, we're not allowing that pressure. We're not allowing that physicality up the front, you know, like, so it's one of those things where it makes you kind of like,
yeah,
what is happening? Why? Like, what is going on?
I mean, honestly, it just depends on what part of practice and who gets what information from what source.
Yeah.
This source saw it this way. One source saw it that way. Another source saw it that way. And our reporting is showing Perception. If this one source really likes these certain players, they're going to tell you everything that these certain players did. They won't tell you about anybody else.
Yeah.
And they just put out, and everybody reads it. And then they're fighting about it on social media. So who did what? So, yeah.
That's the thing, is social media is just like the beacon for all drama. Like, that's just what it's for. It's what it's for.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
See, and honestly, this is when I'm really missing Savion Red.
Red up in Reno, huh?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's one of those things where I'm missing Savion Red at this point.
Push my man out. He had to go, I guess.
I would have felt a lot better about our running back situation had we still had a Savion Red in the fold.
And what's the other guy name? Is it Trey Kai? What is it? Is it Kai Walker?
Kai Woods.
Kai Woods, yeah, he got a scholarship to Reno. Him, he's a baller. People just slept on him, but he's good.
I actually really liked that a lot of former players actually followed Coach Choate out to Nevada,
Reno,
and actually went out there and, you know, are playing for Coach Choate out at Nevada State. Is that what it is?
It's just Reno.
Reno.
Yeah, that's look. There's nothing else to me. They're just Reno. They'll just be Reno. Okay.
Okay.
Rivalry. That ain't going anywhere. They're just Reno.
Okay.
Yeah, they're Reno.
I don't Okay. I get it. I get it. I mean, like, I get what you're saying, but like
Wolfpack, okay, Nevada Wolfpack puppies or something like that. I don't know.
puppy.
Reno, yeah.
Yeah, Red was a dog, and like I said, it's just one of those situations where you really, really, really kind of wish you still had a Savion Red on the roster, you know. So, unfortunately, it's just not really the situation we have at the moment. But I have full. If anybody and any coach on this staff, if there's any coach on this staff that I trust to handle this situation or figure out this situation, it's Coach Choice.
Yeah, most definitely. Coach Choice is the man. That's my dude. I trust him. Like,
he's not gonna let his room of all rooms, like he's not gonna let his room of all rooms be the one that slacks and be the one that keeps the offense back. So I have full faith.
Talk about development of people, of players. Like Coach Choice is that 100% inside and out, all around. Like that's what he does. He's gonna get guys to play. I talked about this a little bit in my video. Every running back has their own style, how they run the ball, and got a different skill set, but they all play the same under him. Like you can see it. They have their style mixed in with his coaching. You can see him kind of grow up as they get more carries. Of all the things he's teaching, like Windsor, he's not Wisner. He's not the same as Baxter, but they look the same, just in their own way. Like you can tell he coaches one way and they all get it. Like he's developing. So yeah.
I'm really excited to see what Tashard Choice is able to do. You know, I feel like once again, as unfortunate as it is, I feel like we're going to be able to get a little bit creative at the position. And so I'm excited to see what Tashard Choice is able to do with the versatility that he's brought to the room. I'm excited for him to be able to actually utilize that a little bit and show a little bit of that versatility. So I'm really excited to see that. But what did we really hear defensively? Because I mean, we heard a couple interceptions, but how's that defensive line rotation looking? How the edges look? Like what's going on with that interior?
I mean, you just hear that they're rotating a lot of guys. I think they're really trying to find their two interior guys.
Their sweet spot, yeah.
I think that battle will keep going into this third scrimmage. I think they'll be ready to kind of nail it down of who the 4 or 5 may be in the middle. As far as edges, I think Ethan Berg, Trey Moore, and Barron Sorrell are kind of solid. You throw in Colin Simmons. I think those are your 4 guys on the edge, with the ability to also bring Anthony Hill off the edge sometimes. So I think you have that. That's kind of solidified, but I think this scrimmage will kind of solidify who are my 4 guys, right?
Yeah.
Or 5 guys, and we're going to roll with that. So whoever that may be, not sure. I think really just got to see. And I think that battle can go into the season too. Let's see what they look like versus somebody else.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
I mean, why not? You added guys to the room from the portal. You've brought in you've done what you can do. So why not do what you can to figure it out?
Yeah.
You know, why not? What's the harm? I mean, obviously going into week 2 versus Michigan, you kind of want to have that figured out. But
You better. They come.
You gotta have something figured out. Whether it's that actual rotation, you better have something figured out.
Figured out week 1. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Well, yes, but I mean specifically for week 2.
Specifically week 1, you better have it ready. Hey, look. I know we won't get into this next time on a prediction show, but not today. But Colorado State is not to be slept on. I'm just gonna put that out there.
No, I agree.
Some people are though. Go to Colorado State, that Mountain West, whatever that.
Oh no, for sure.
Okay.
For sure. But let's go ahead and jump into some recruiting updates a little bit because we talked a little bit about the scrimmage and what we're hoping to see and everything like that. What we're kind of hoping for, but let's kind of jump into, because over the next couple of weeks, we've got a few things to be excited about as Texas fans. We've got about, I don't know, how many did we count earlier? Like 6?
6, yeah.
We got like 6 recruits in the next couple of weeks that are set to announce their commitment. So keep an eye out for that. We're going to go ahead and talk about a few of those guys. So let's go ahead and start out with the guy that's first, and that's Nick Brooks.
Yeah,
Big Nick Brooks. How do you feel about Go ahead. Words. I can't talk.
I like the chances of Nick Brooks, man. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen a lineman. I take it back. Let me not say I haven't seen a lineman because Kelvin Banks is really, really good, right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen a guy this big. Like he reminds me of if Texas fans can remember Mike Williams and like Leonard Davis, like 6'7" guy, but who can move just as good as a guard. Like I ain't seen it. Like Nick Brooks is that. He's a dude, man. He has the size and everything to play like as soon as he gets on campus.
Mm-hmm.
He's a mauling right tackle. Like he's gonna take some guy body and drive you. You know what I'm saying? Like what is the blind side? He's gonna take you. He had to go home. He's one of those.
Yeah, he was taking him to the bus. He had to go home.
He can move. He can move. He can pass protection.
Yup, 6'7", 370 pounds.
Like, for a big guy, if you see some film of him, like he can run, he can move. Like this future NFL tackle, I'm telling you, he's gonna get paid. It's Trent Williams 2.0. I'm telling y'all straight up. He's bigger than Trent, but he moves like Trent. That's just my eyes.
So how do we feel about him though? Like
I feel good about Texas.
We feel good about the commit. We feel good about it on the upcoming because he's committing on August 23rd. So we've got to look out on August 23rd for offensive tackle Nick Brooks.
Yeah. I feel good about Texas chances because another guy we're going to talk about maybe going north of the Red River, which just gives us this guy.
We'll get to him in a minute.
Yeah. I'm just saying. So that's why I feel good about Nick. That's why. That's my why.
So since we went ahead and got on that topic, let's go ahead and we can go ahead and discuss Michael Fasusi, who ended up being a Texas OU head-to-head kind of rivalry matchup for him. So how are we feeling about him? I know what I've heard. Obviously, I feel like a lot of people can kind of catch my drift as to where I'm going with it, but I'll let you say it. So let me shut up because
I feel like we're going to play against him in the near future. That's how I feel about that.
Yeah.
Not saying that it's not over. Not saying that Texas won't.
No.
I just think that he's probably going to go north of the Red River. I won't even say their name. How about that?
Well, but I mean, we also so let's kind of think critically about this for a second. Our depth at the offensive line room is a lot deeper than Oklahoma has right now. So his path to playing time is probably a lot quicker, or at least they are talking to him as if there is the possibilities of it being a lot quicker for him to see the field at OU than at Texas. So, I mean, from that perspective, I can understand, and it makes sense. As crappy as it is, and as annoying as it is as a Texas fan to have to sit here and be like, "See you in October."
Yeah, I think that's the pitch to all the linemen that got committed in this class. They're going to be in the 2 deep when they probably get there. So play early, get developed early. So I understand why.
Yeah. And that's the thing is it's annoying, but I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Anyways, anyways, when did you say that Michael Fasusi was committing? I forgot his date. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Yeah, I ain't no need to keep up with that one, huh?
Well, I mean, T. No tea, no shade. No tea, no shade.
The 21st.
The 21st. So that's 2 days.
Yeah.
So be prepared for that.
Should I go with this commitment, loud commitment? Nah, never mind. I ain't doing that again.
Wouldn't that be some tea?
Yeah.
Anyways, moving past that a little bit, you've got who's next? Jonah?
Jonah.
You got Jonah Williams.
Mm-hmm.
5-star safety out of the Galveston area. So how are things feeling about him? Because I feel like we've gone all over the place with Jonah, and we kind of talked about it a little bit earlier, where it was earlier on in the cycle where we were kind of landing a few more guys. We had a Cade Phillips in the I don't know. My brain is all over the place right now, but we were kind of talking about it earlier. About how he's kind of gone from a guy that was more of a cherry on top to a guy that we gotta have him in the fold. He's a guy that we need to have him in the fold for this cycle right here, right now. What do you think, Coach? Where's your head at? Definitely
need, but I feel good. I I feel good about landing Jonah at Texas. I feel really, really. I know that sounds like I ain't put no crystal ball in RPM. If I
Well,
had,
no,
I'll
but
probably put it like at 52%. That's good, right? That's
that's good though. No, that's good for a prediction.
You know what I mean? Maybe 50, 45%, somewhere between that. I mean, I feel good. Just talk to people, sources of people around him. I feel good about it. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's been rumored that he's kept it pretty close to the chest. That he's kind of had a new, not that he's flip-flopped at all, but I just mean like he's got kind of like a Jamie French where he's just enamored with a new program every once in a while where he's just rumored with this team and then rumored with this team and then rumored with this team and then rumored with this team.
Well, I think with Jonah, he doesn't give people much.
Yeah.
So like Jamie's a politician. Like French is a politician. Wherever he's at is their favorite, right? But
yeah.
Jonah's just, he's throwing everybody off just because that's what he wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's why I feel good about it.
Well, because I'm gonna be honest, like I just now started getting to a point to where I'm like, maybe we will get Jonah. Like, okay, well, because like I said earlier on in the cycle, he went from kind of being a cherry on top to being like a guy that I was like, okay, yeah, that'd be cool. That like obviously that'd be an amazing get for us, but it wasn't necessarily a guy, or not him personally, but it just wasn't necessarily something that I 100% like foresaw happening to us. Foreseen.
Prophecy.
That was words. Sorry. I have a UT education, I promise. It's not in English though. It's not in English though, so I don't think that counts. But I just now started feeling a little bit more confident about the possibility of us actually getting Jonah. So I'm excited to see where that one ends up. I have no clue. I don't know. You said you feel good about it, so that works for me. Good enough for me.
Good up.
Works for me. But speaking of Jamie French, since we already kind of brought him up, we got Jamie committing August 30th. So Jamie is set to announce his commitment August 30th. How are we feeling on the Jamie French train?
I like Texas to land Jamie French. I feel good about it.
Why?
I feel good about it. I feel good about Texas landing Jamie French.
Okay.
I do. Just talking to him. I'll see him, early in the year, but just talking to him. I really feel good about Texas' chances. I think only having one receiver committed, you can be the second. You know what I mean? I think that's a big plus. Anywhere he goes, he'd probably be the man, but still, like, there's only one dude committed here.
Yeah.
And so, add him to the class. I think that'll be, you might have got the trio, but
you may not have gotten the three-headed monster, but I am totally okay with a haul of Jamie French and Khalid Lockett. Yeah, like I'm okay with that. I'm not mad at that haul in the slightest. So
yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. Like it sucks, but shrug. Yeah. Shrug. But yeah. So after Jamie French, I'm missing one. Who am I missing?
Come on, Aiden Andy.
I did it. Dang it. I keep doing that. Sorry.
And you still got one more there, but keep going.
I know. Do I? Who did I miss? Oh, Michael Terry. Dang it. Oh, I'm so off.
It's okay.
I had those in my notes too. Dang it. Crap. We were talking about it earlier. I knew those. But anyways, so you got Aiden Anding set to commit. What's his date again?
You didn't mean to lie.
What do you mean? You were the one that remembered his name, so I thought that you would remember the date too.
Hey, you know what's funny? I just looked at it too.
So yeah, don't blame me for that one.
I just looked at it. Michael Terry III is set to commit. Oh Lord, when are you committing? When are you committing? Yo, when is Michael Terry committing? Like it's I don't know. I thought it was like it's this week, but I don't know. Don't
It's sometime within the next couple of weeks. Just be on the lookout for Michael Terry to set his commitment date. If you're curious about it, I know I'll be tweeting about it. Coach Dub will probably be tweeting about it as well.
Yeah.
So please go follow us on all of our social media accounts. All of them are linked in the description box below. If you're watching us on Twitter, please go subscribe to us on YouTube. We're over on YouTube as well. We're really trying to build that platform over there. So please go subscribe to the YouTube channel, Laced Up X Podcast over on YouTube. Please follow me on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, at Hook'em Lacey XOXO. I normally have my handle up in my little name bar, but oh dang, I messed all that up. But anyways, either way, yeah. So those. Oh wait, who else I missed? We didn't miss anybody, did we?
Aiden Anding. Okay.
I thought we talked a little bit about Aiden Anding.
We asked the names, but we and then you're like, who else? And I said you missed somebody else. I said Texas.
Oh, ADHD. Sorry.
It's okay, Texas.
Shut up.
He's on the 24th. It's coming up this Saturday.
24th?
Yeah.
Okay, so there we go. We've got a lot going on.
And no, I don't feel good about that one. So there it is. That's easy. Rip the Band-Aid off.
Sad day about that one. Hey, so what is that? Like 50%? What are we? 3 of 6? 3 of 6. 3 of 6 that we feel good on? Yeah. There you go. I'll take it. I will absolutely take it.
Huge names too. Like really.
That's what I was about to say. Like these aren't like just little bitty names. Like these are substantial recruits that are set to commit over the next couple of weeks. So please, stay locked in here at Laced Up every single Monday. We are live every single Monday, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. But last thing I wanted to kind of talk about was it is a end of an era in Texas Longhorn football history as Colt McCoy announces his retirement today. I did think it was freaking hilarious that not only is he going to be broadcasting, which love that for him. I think he's got a good voice for it, and I like the way that anytime I see him do interviews and everything like that, I really like the way that he articulates himself. So I feel like he's going to be very good in the booth. But how funny is it that his first game is Colorado versus Nebraska in Lincoln? Like how funny is that?
I think that's cool. Nebraska people might boo him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
As they should.
You had no time left when you threw the ball out of bounds on the Big 12 championship. Get this guy out of here.
As they should.
Yeah.
Time was out. There was no time left on the clock.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be. I don't know, man. They're probably boo him, but I think he'd do a great job. He knows a ton of football. Been around the game a long time. I thought he'd be a coach, but I can see him doing broadcasting and be just fine. And I think he's gonna do a great job. But yeah, that's kind of fun to do that. Nebraska especially.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, those fans are diehard. They sold out for like over a decade or some like how long have they had a sold out crowd? Isn't it like something? It's like something crazy. It's something ridiculous, but I don't know their exact like streak or whatever. But either way, Nebraska is a very, very, very dedicated rowdy fan base. So I'm sure that they will be nothing but kind and welcoming to our Colt McCoy as he comes in.
Hope it doesn't hurt his shoulder going that mind.
Oh my gosh, stop it. But I just want to kind of talk about a few of our little favorite moments of Colts. I know there are a few that stand out in my mind. I know I was gonna bring up that Nebraska final second. I feel that's an iconic Colt McCoy moment, you know, like the football IQ it took to throw it out of bounds. And honestly, probably shouldn't. Anyways, never mind. My brain started to wander, but it was just one of those things that like I said, just absolute iconic Colt McCoy moment. Really, really did what he needed to do for his team there, and came through clutch. Clutch Colt is exactly what he was.
Yeah, I think my biggest, the one of the plays I like the most is like the 60-yard run against A&M.
That was the one. That was the second one I had in my head. He was gone.
He didn't get called. He kept going.
He was gone.
Unfortunately, the other one is him with the heads. The other one is this.
What are you about to pull up?
The other one is this.
Shut up.
The national championship. Because, yeah, whatever.
We'll all go to our graves saying that we would have won that national championship if Colt wouldn't have gotten hurt.
We really would have, though.
We would have. Like that I don't think, but that's the thing is like people make fun of us for saying that, but they make fun of us for saying it. They never say that we're wrong.
Yeah.
Like they never say, "Oh yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. Well, that wouldn't have happened yet." No, like
we would have won.
We would have won that game. And that was another thing. It was so cool because like whenever he announced that he was retiring or whenever it came out that he was retiring, I was like, let me throw on some Colt highlights. Like, let me be a little nostalgic real quick. And exactly what Victor said, Colt had some freaking wheels. Like I remember him being fast and I remember him being speedy and juking dudes and making guys look stupid. But at the same time, like, my God, I forgot how fast he was. Jordan Shipley, too. Both of those dudes were so freaking fast.
Jordan was really fast. Jordan was like a high 4.5 guy. Colt ran a 4.8. Right?
Yeah, but he looked so much faster.
Hey, you running when you scared too.
Well, but I also think that I mean, yeah, there's that too. Yeah, there's that too. But Colt was also very physical. You know, like he was taking hits at the line of scrimmage. He was bouncing off dudes all the time. You know, spin moving and doing whatever he had to do to gain a few extra yards. Yeah, Colt was just that guy.
That freshman year, I know he took a beating, and he got knocked out against A&M. Oh, Kellen Hurd, I'll never forget that game. Then he came back. He gained weight. Like he was like 170. He got to 210. I was like, okay, thank you, because you need it, man.
Beef up a little bit, buddy. Beef up a little bit, bruh.
Sophomore junior year, he really took it to the next level. Then senior year, it's like he was just so efficient until, yeah.
Stop it! You don't have to. We don't have to bring it up. We don't have to bring it up. But that was just. Like I said, it was just really cool to be able to kind of look back on Colt's career, not only being one of the winningest college quarterbacks of all time, but just the fact that you had a 12-year NFL career as a quarterback. And the thing is like, no, he wasn't a starter. No, he wasn't always a starter, but Colt was a very plug and play type of guy for a lot of different teams. He was a guy that he was a very, very consistent backup. He was a guy that a lot of teams ended up really relying on, you know, in the league throughout his career. So
you cannot beat having a good backup.
No. And Colt was one of, like, I know it sounds goofy, but like we sit and make fun of perennial backups and make fun of people that just, that's kind of where their career goes is, you know, to that backup bench spot. But like you said, it's such a valuable position. It's such a valuable piece to the puzzle. Being able to have a quarterback that you know is going to be efficient and be able to work your offense in the way that you need it to be worked. It can't be understated. And that's exactly what Colt was in the NFL.
Yep. And they got the perfect role. You ain't got to take the hits. You get paid good. The whole nine. You got your NFL pension because you lasted so long. Like, hey, you know, that's why I thought he'd be a coach because he's been on the headset as backup for so long.
Yeah, and I mean that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I could definitely see that happening eventually. I don't know how long he's going to end up doing the broadcasting thing.
Yeah.
But I could definitely see that being a thing. I could definitely see him, you know, coaching and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't know what's in the future for Colt, but super, super, super proud of him. Congratulations on an amazing career all the way from high school all the way up through college and throughout the entire NFL.
Mm-hmm.
He's made a complete legacy for himself.
True that.
Longhorn Nation is indebted to Colt. We love us some Colt McCoy. And honestly, a lot of people would probably have him over Vince Young if he had a ring. So
a lot of people crazy too, man.
I mean, but hey, you could make the argument whether people agree with it or not. There's an argument to be made there, whether you like it or not.
They got an argument for real? Think so?
I think there's definitely an argument to be made. We can have that argument eventually. We can definitely have that discussion at one point. But
maybe yeah. I like it though. I like it.
I like it. Why not?
I like it.
I know.
He is up there to me. He's top 5 to me. He's in the top 5 for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Without a doubt.
Absolutely. Within the top 5 Texas quarterbacks of all time, for sure. Absolutely. But I don't know. I'm really, really excited to see what the upcoming season has in store for us. I'm ready to hear about what's happening with these next few scrimmages and how those are going to go. We do have one last question from Victor that says, what about those 2 interior D-line recent offers? What about those? Have you heard anything about those?
Like, we're trying to find some 25 kids because we got one. Josiah Strong was really good, but you need some more. So I think, you kind of running down a list of guys, trying to find some 25 kids. So I think the relationship's still new.
Yeah.
You just offered them. So let's see how you go. I know one kid said, man, he always was waiting on Texas offer, but we've seen kids say, Texas is my dream school, and they still go elsewhere. So, and they're committed to other places right now, Arkansas and Florida. So we'll see how that shakes up over the next, months throughout the season. Let's get them on campus first, and let's kind of see how it goes.
Yeah. No, for sure. We'll see how it kind of shakes out, but thank you guys so much for joining in. We really, really appreciate you guys for coming in and hanging out with us every single week. Thank you so much. Please make sure to like this video, like this live, comment down below. Let us know what you're most excited to see this upcoming season. Who do you think is going to be a breakout star this upcoming season? Is it going to be Jaden Blue? Maybe a Jalen Gilbo? Is it like we got some names. We got some guys that have a lot of potential to have a really, really big breakout year for themselves. So let us know in the comments down below who you think could potentially be a breakout star this upcoming season. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Please hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every single time that we upload or every single time we go live. Please make sure to go other way. Go that's backwards for me. But please make sure to go follow this guy right there. Oh, my hand isn't.
So just follow your boy, okay?
Follow that guy right there.
Find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Inside Texas. Always come check us out. It's go time. It's football season 2 weeks away. Hey, get your tailgate stuff ready. You know what I mean? It's time to go.
Yep, it's go time, baby. It is go time. We are so close to the season. I cannot wait. But thank you guys so much. Oh, I forgot to my Twitter name's not up there right now. So please make sure to go follow me over on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, at Hook'emLaceyXOXO. Thank you so much for joining us today. We really, really appreciate you guys. See y'all next week for a very, very, very special edition of, drumroll, the Laced Up Prediction Show. Yay! We're going to predict. We are going to sit down. We possibly might have a very special guest. I'm not 100% sure just yet. But there's a big possibility we could have a very special guest. So join us next week to hear us talk about our live predictions for the season. We're going to let you guys know from top to bottom, game 1 to the end, how we feel about this upcoming season. So what?
And shout out to that boy Malik Murphy, got the starting job.
Yes, I did forget to mention that. Shout out to Malik Murphy for getting that starting job for the Duke Blue Devils. We are so excited for you. Hook 'em, League. Appreciate that. Love that for you. So excited. So thank you guys so much for joining in. We will see you guys next week. Hook 'em horns. Bye, y'all.
Defense flying to the ball like vultures. Y'all got to pray. Shoot it out like John Wick. Tell me what y'all hate for. And I'm finna run a blitz on you like I'm J4. Standing on this championship trophy, I'm like 8'4". Had to do it big, this is it.